These are the moments that Sean and Brooks Paxton live for. The closest possible interactions with sharks. Older brother Sean is petting the shark's nose. Now that's something you don't see every day, while younger brother Brooks catches all the action on camera. The Paxtons, naturally, are nicknamed the Shark Brothers. Are they afraid?
It's not that we're not afraid of sharks. I think it's more of a respectful, fear. Actually, the fear's always got to be there. It's like jumping out of an airplane. You gotta be afraid of the.
You gotta respect it. And when you're down there, it seems like you're on their level a little more. You know, you're not necessarily. They're curious. You know, they come right up and they're right around you. And you're just amazed to be there, viewing this beautiful creature that's been here for millions of years.
The most fearsome marine predator, yet no match against man. 1/3 of shark species have been overfished to near extinction.
Numbers are down.
Almost 80 to 90% for a lot of species. Especially the bigger breeders like the tiger sharks, the great hammerhead sharks, obviously white sharks. Just from the late 60s, early 70s, they're down that much.
Underwater or on the water, Sean and Brooks are the ultimate outdoorsmen. They live next door to each other in Northport, Florida, along a tributary of the Myakka River.
Well, we're very fortunate to live where we do here, and anything right here in our backyard, there's anything from manatee to tarpon to snook to redfish, sometimes dolphin, even some bull sharks occasionally.
And they don't miss a chance for a good laugh. How fun watching your older brother hook his own hair on TV. Brothers by birth, kindred spirits in their dedication to wildlife. And loyal volunteers.
1, 2, 3. Come on, guys.
They help the Venice Wildlife Center transporting formerly injured birds and releasing them back home.
We've got a big shark problem, but we work with all kinds of wildlife. I mean, alligators, we do rescue and rehabilitation with numerous animals, birds, pelicans, bobcats. Come on, baby.
The search for sharks takes them 7 miles off Gasparilla Island, parked over Tremblay Reef. Their partner, Captain Robert Moore.
There's our float. Now all I need is bait.
Sean prepares the food chain to attract sharks. They plan to catch, measure, and tag a shark for scientific research, and then set the fish free.
We have to be responsible with this resource. We can't just catch and kill everything. Every time that opportunity comes up, to release something is a much more valuable thing.
He came in like a torpedo, man. Oh, man. He hit and commit.
Brooks begins a battle for bait while Sean suits up for the main event.
And you're just gonna hold onto him as best you can and reel as much as you can. There's gonna be zero drag, okay?
This is the lockdown.
I had a Spanish mackerel on the line, and probably about a 5-foot barracuda came up, took his tail right off. Clean off. Oh.
Sean scores something big. For a few tense moments, it looks like these longtime anglers are headed overboard.
Push me back up.
A little brotherly love at just the right moment.
Okay.
You got him? You got him? Yeah.
It's not a shark, but it's plenty exciting. A Goliath grouper, a whopper of a fish.
These are a protected species. Yeah. Currently, you can't harvest these animals, but you can't help catching them out here. And so it's important anytime you get a chance. You do hook one, like right here's a hook I'm gonna be able to get out right there. There's a lot more in there, like Captain Roberts said, but I'm not sticking my hand in there. It could literally pull me right out of this boat and I wouldn't stand a chance. It would drag me all the way to the bottom. You really don't appreciate them until you see them up close like that and feel their power. And at the same time we're doing that, we're having a chance to help them out a little bit by removing some of the hook and line and leader that's in there and releasing them back to where they came from. Beautiful fish.
Several hours later, the stifling heat seems to be keeping the sharks at bay.
It's fishing. It's not just catching yet. We've got some nice bait.
As shark conservationists, the Paxtons understand obstacles, but they're making headway, having launched a history-making shark release tournament a few months ago.
We mandated circle hooks. Obviously, they're instrumental in catch and release fishing. We mandated heavier tackle, 80-pound minimum, so they get the sharks in quicker. And it was a 5-foot minimum for sharks. Once they would measure it, conventionally tag it, and then from there, if it was a candidate for a satellite tag, and that's when we'd send the moat research team there to apply a satellite tag and then set it free.
There you go.
The satellite-tagged sharks are tracked on the internet instead of dangling dead on a dock at the end of the day.
Some highlights from the entire episode, because
A
remember,
multi-talented duo, laying it on the line. They're starring in, shooting, editing, and producing a TV show pilot called Adventure and
I
Wildlife.
think that video is going to be fine for that.
In a rare twist of fate, the Shark brothers worked on a documentary on the most notorious shark hunter of all, Frank Mundus, the inspiration for Captain Quint's character in the Jaws movie.
one of the biggest things we had in common, and this is one of the biggest misconceptions with this guy, is conservation of sharks. He did catch the world's largest great white sharks, but for every shark he kept, he was releasing, 10 times as many, even at the height of the Jaws hysteria.
Their friendship grew as the Paxtons rescued and restored Mundus's boat, the fantastic Cricket II. They were on board for his final fishing trip before he died. Their fascination with sharks, passion for conservation, combined with a turbo dose of courage, make the Shark brothers remarkable.